Alright, welcome back everybody. I'm gonna continue this tiny SNES block here of games. So we just had some samurai games, and now we're gonna do something completely different. This is Indiana Jones' Greatest Adventures, and around the time of release there were 3 movies, so it's gonna obviously be based on those 3 movies, all 3 absolute classics of course. And yeah, this is another game that I grew up playing as a kid and discovered it years later for a speedrun. And here we are, as always. Some good gems. Yeah, there's some good gems here. So we're going to be playing on easy difficulty. You got easy, normal, and hard. And easy is basically it gives you more lives and continues, and also the enemies take fewer hits, so it's a little bit easier in that sense. Alright, so another, yeah, I guess I forgot to say it with the previous game, but there's also a bit of a flashing warning here whenever I throw grenades, because there's grenades in this game, but whenever I throw them there's a bit of flashing, so if you're photosensitive, be sure to look away at those moments, but yeah, that's all for now. Let's just start the game really and go into this. So of course this starts with Raiders of the Lost Ark. This is the intro scene.
Let's go.
So there we go, we got the whip. And hey, there we go, we got our first grenade. So yeah, this is a platformer basically made in collaboration with LucasArts. And this is a game made by Factor of 5, who also made the Turrican games, for instance. And yeah, they also made this game. As you can see from the engine, it kind of looks similar to the Super Star Wars games in that sense. So there's a bit of similarity there. And yeah, this starts off with the search for the golden idol. We go through all these obstacles and such, take out these bats. And I do roll around a lot as well, as you noticed. It does speed me up a little bit every single time I do that. Although at some point it slows down a little bit, but there's this bit of acceleration in the beginning that can make things a little bit faster. Okay, that was actually a pretty good forward boost. Sometimes I do that intentionally just to get through that a little bit faster. Okay, so that was the first level. Of course, well, for those who've seen the movie, you know what's going to happen next, because we're being chased by this massive boulder, and I have to make sure not to get crushed by this boulder in question. So we've got this whole parkour, or this whole course, and lots of walls that I have to jump over, spike walls. As soon as I get knocked back by something, I'm basically dead, as you would expect, so I'm just trying to not have that happen. So it's mostly a matter of memorization, really, where everything is. Also, a fun fact, this boulder is able to roll upwards without seemingly losing any speed whatsoever. So there's some interesting gravity things going on here. I myself just try to jump up certain ramps, because it is a little bit faster, keeps you going. Also, there's another thing, if you start this level and you go to the left side of the screen, you could basically just avoid the boulder and you just keep getting boulders that just roll over you, as if they had like an infinite budget for boulders. It's pretty funny.
Let's go.
But there we go, we survived that. Now we're in Nepal. Snowy fields, and just gonna... So this is also where you see me punching things, which I do quite frequently, especially with crates and such. That will be pretty much a thing throughout the entire trilogy in this case. Also, we've got some wolves here. Quite a few more damage boosts as well. Also birds. They can be pretty mean sometimes, so I try to take care of them. Also, these snowballs, I try to jump over them this way, and if I get knocked back by them, I don't have any iframe, so if I try to jump up again, I just basically get hit like the very moment that I try anything, so... It's kind of a weird thing. For some reason, it's only with those snowballs. Here I take the lower path, it's a little bit faster. You could also take the upper path as well, but if you can time it well enough, you can just swing from down below and just make your way over there. Alright, welcome to the Ravenwood Bar. Everything will be set on fire, and for some reason this place is huge. It's nothing like the size that it is in the movie, so for some reason they were setting this up just kind of like as an action set piece or something, and just like, okay, everything will be set on fire, might just as well make it bigger, you know. Okay, that was a bit of a longer roll. I tried to cancel my roll kind of halfway, so I don't push down the crate as far, because I ideally want to jump from there onto the higher platform there. Okay, now we fight our first boss, Arnold Toad. And there's Marion, who we just rescued from the fire, pretty much. So... And also that's a gap to the right, you can actually fall down there and still die, so... I just want to show that off, really, just opening it up. Alright, time to travel to Cairo.
Let's go.
Suddenly, this is Aladdin. Actually, it's not really Aladdin. There's no cape mashing involved or anything. There's still a lot of rolling, that's for sure. So I'm just gonna go over here. Not too far, I still need to grab my whip. This is definitely one of the more parkour-heavy stages, I think. There's gonna be a couple of parkour skips as well. You'll see that soon enough. Also this, where we normally would go to another platform and kind of go from there, but we skip a couple of these platforms to speed things up. And also over here, what you will see is me doing this, where I just skip one of the packs, really. So, makes it a little bit faster too. Go, just jumping past those bullets. There's some knockback if you get hit by them. Some more baskets that I have to bring down here. Oh no, Mankey! Okay, gonna jump over this awning right here as well, and... Okay, nice, got that too. There's a bit of specific timing to that, because you can get knocked down, but there's a backup for that too. Okay, this is actually accurate to the movie. Just want to bring that up, but for those who've seen the movie, know that this is completely accurate to the movie. What is not entirely accurate to the movie is, well, this level, in a certain way. This is a wagon chase scene where we have to basically jump on this wagon, which you can do way quicker than the game intends you to do. So we can just shoot from the back and just do this, really. Because now they tell you, oh, you can jump on here. And now we fight this bald dude. I hear you think, wait, which bald dude? This one. I just mash over and over again. And I jump off. But yeah, this bald dude normally appears way later in the movie. But for some reason they put him over here. I don't know.
Let's go.
But that fight can be tough if you don't time it well enough. It can be tough to regain control after getting hit once. So it's really about timing that one. Okay, we're back in Cairo. This time it's in the night. I'm just gonna bring ourselves up here. And roll a little bit. Now we have these guys with blades. Or these scimitars, I guess. Also lots of rats. And you know, Indy loves rats, right? This is not the only movie where he will encounter rats. Or at least I think those are rats. That might be mice as well, but... Nah, I don't know. They're probably rats. The thing is, if I don't roll like I want to, it is possible for me to get bounced back like instantly, so that is still a thing too, I guess. So I try to roll at certain moments. Okay, we're slowly making our way to the Well of Souls, because apparently there's some sort of treasure there. Go through these, oh, I didn't mean to go up there, down there. this is a stage. What can I say about the stage? It has minecarts, it has birds, all kinds of really fun things. I think I call this level in my split jerk birds. Although they're not the worst kind. You'll see later on in this movie even there's going to be even worse jerk birds, but these are not too bad. Okay, now we go visit some snakes. We all love snakes, don't we? Okay, I'm just gonna roll around here a little bit and just throw this grenade, which then allows us to go through here, which is kind of like a secret path, really. And it's also faster, funnily enough. So it's kind of nice. You get some refills and extra lives and nice little bonus, I would say. Okay, this is where I usually wait. As soon as I drop into that snake pit, I insta-die, so I try not to fall down there. Unless I'm in my iframes, then I can still afford to do that, but otherwise I don't really do that. Also, these jumps are relatively tight, since gotta make sure not to jump too soon or I will still drop into one of those pits, so I try not to do that. Oh hey, we found the Ark. We're done, yes. Why does it always have to be snakes? Exactly. Well, I heard you love snakes. There's gonna be more snakes. And also, the second part of the Well of Souls. And this is a fun one for the speedrun, because we're gonna try and do this floor clip later in this level. If we do this correctly, we might actually save... oh wait, I need to jump from there. If we do this well, we might be able to save around 10 to 12 seconds, something like that. Kind of depends on how quickly I get it. So yeah, let's see how this goes. So we first make our way up here. I do these double jumps to gain height for some reason. It's pretty funny. Let's see, visual cue, hopefully this works. No, not quite. Okay. If I don't get it like right away, I just try to roll around it a little bit and set it up that way. There we go, third try. But yeah, if you do that, you could basically clip through the floor like that. So I drop down and then instantly reverse direction, and that way I can just bring myself down here. It's also a fun trick to show off. At least it wasn't... Yeah, that's true. I mean, there were snakes. Okay, now we get the real jerk birds, because these birds tend to carry rocks sometimes. Why? I don't know. But there's quite a few of them, and they can be pretty scary, so we have to make sure to clear the field every now and then. That was some knockback. But we have a nice little setup for that, so we do this. At least this is what I usually do. Just jump up here. That rock just dropped on me! I've never seen that before. What? Oh no. Okay, I've never... seriously, I swear to God, I've never seen that before. Okay, the upside is, any bird that... Why is this happening twice in a row? I don't get it. Well, this is, I did not expect this to happen, but there's a first time for everything, right? Oh well, there we go. I guess we'll do this. I really hope this goes well. I'm just gonna do this as safety. This might be fine, I hope. Yeah. Wow, I did not expect this at all, seriously. I barely saw that bird even. It's like, okay, that happened. Alright, well, here we go. The jerkbirds lived up to their name, that's for sure. And this is the final stage. Now we fight Belloc. It's funny, we're not supposed to look anywhere. Yet that's what we have to do in order to hit the boss. It's actually a really quick boss fight. You just have to stand in the same position and just hit over and over again. And that's just a fight, really. Yeah, I got it twice even. I was not expecting that at all. Like so around the time I did this for SGDQ last year, I was grinding this quite a bit to try and get world record, and even then I don't think I've ever seen that specifically, so at least in my memory that's literally the first time that happened. Anyway, that was the end of Raiders of the Lost Ark. That's actually the longest part of the game, so the rest will be fairly short by comparison. But we're in the Temple of Doom now. So we start off in Club Obi-Wan, where we have to avoid these crosshairs. And of course we have to get to this vial at the end, because we got poisoned as such. It's relatively easy to get hit here, so I have to make sure that I jump and roll in a certain rhythm in order to not take too much damage.
Let's go.
Alright, now we're on the streets of Shanghai. We're mostly gonna spend our time on top of these buildings, or these awnings I guess. So we're just gonna be jumping a lot and climbing and... oh, I nearly fell through that. If you stand on there too long it actually breaks, so have to keep that in mind. Okay, I'm gonna see if I can get this. Nice. Okay, so you can actually do a rather precise rooftop jump there. If you do that, you save some time. But not only that, you get an extra grenade too. So if you do that, you set up for something that's going to be quicker later on. Because fun fact, you start off with 1 grenade usually per level, and it gets refilled to that amount if you have lost all of them, or if you used all of them. If you do have more than 1, you just keep them. So I will be keeping those 2 grenades for whenever I use them. Okay, so more stuff happened. We went on this plane, the plane got taken down. We're escaping with this rubber boat, sliding down the mountain. And this is the first Mode 7 stage in this game. So hope you're all ready for some Mode 7. This is basically a level that you don't or cannot really speed up if you don't get hit by any trees or any rocks. So if you just try to avoid everything, then you probably won't lose any time here. So that's what I'm trying to do here as well. Just a nice little chill descent, sort of. For some reason, Indy is the only person in the rubber boat, even though Willy and Short Round are supposed to be there as well. But you don't see a lot of side characters besides a couple of them. Like you saw Marion in Ravenwood Bar, and there's going to be a couple of other instances later, or examples later on, but there's not very many of them. So this is actually where you lose your jump input, and that's where you know where the level ends. So that brings us to Pankot Palace. This is based, so this level is kind of based on a very short sequence in the movie where, you know, Indy's hiding behind one of the statues, and it basically made it one full level, basically, just based on that very concept. Because, you know, it's kind of like a maze in that sense. It's not too difficult to find out where you have to go, and the route is always the same, really, if you know what to do. So you have to hide behind that left statue twice there. Alright, it's time to go down to the Temple of Doom. And this is a pretty tough level. This is definitely where the difficulty tends to ramp up a little bit. Especially because there's a lot of lava involved. So I'm just trying to damage boost through that. So I'm going to see if I can do that. Also this jump here. Trying to hit the bats at a certain exact moment so I can sort of keep on going and I don't lose too much health in the process. But yeah, it can be tougher that way. It can be tougher to go through there. But this was okay. I'm going to grab this. Lots of bats down here, so I have to avoid those as well. Of course, more rolling, because, you know, why not? There. Oh, took some extra hits there. So you're gonna take out this bat, go over here, roll, and roll some more. Oh. So I do throw a grenade here. Ideally, I would throw the grenade if the other guard is in... if the other guard is visible as well, so I can take down both of them, but usually I don't quite get myself there, so that's unfortunate, but Also, for some reason, you get a lot of health refills at the end. I don't know why, but that's how it goes. Okay, now we are further in. Oh, that was a nice forward boost, actually. This is where you save the children. We don't typically save all of them, I think, but you do save those that you see. This is gonna be a tough part with these conveyor belts, because there's a lot of beds. This can go pretty much either way, really, so I'm just trying to make it through there as fast as possible without actually hitting too many beds, which can be a thing. Also this part with the falling bits of debris, or there's pieces of rock there. Just trying to deal with that too. Especially if you have not as much health, it's definitely a difficult part. Double grenade throw, just to take out those bats, really. And then we go down here, whee, and rolling out. Alright, and now it's time for another round of Mode 7. So this is the Minecart Chase. We have to shoot these minecarts that approach us, and we have to switch, but we have to hit the switch also. We always have to hit the switch once. And hitting it is kind of weird because you're sort of aiming lower than where you should be aiming, apparently. I don't know why. Because sometimes it doesn't quite register if you try to aim where you would expect to aim normally, so... Yeah, they're trying to kill you. Love stuff here. But yeah, this level is just a matter of surviving everything that I encounter. Of course, in the movie they didn't have this much lava, so it's not entirely accurate, but you know, they made an action-situated level around this, you know. So it works that way. So this was also planned to be a Genesis release before it got cancelled before release because the distributor US Gold went bankrupt before it even came out. So this is the end of the level, and now we escape through the lava, I think. Anyway, time for the final fight. Oh, I actually threw it away too soon. I wasn't intending on doing that. It's fine. We'll live, I hope. Of course, the bridge is pretty much collapsing, so I hope not to fall down. Again, a very quick boss fight. All of the boss fights in this game are actually really short compared to the actual levels. It's almost like a little afterthought, in a way. It's like, okay, yeah, this is what you may know from the movie, and there you go. They all actually last exactly the same amount of time, like roughly 20 seconds or something, 20 to 25. Yeah, infinite ammo gun. Okay, so now it's time for the Last Crusade. Starts off in this level, in the Venice underground, where there's a lot of fire, and for some reason everything here is invulnerable to fire except me. I always have to duck. You really have to listen to the audio cues in order to figure out where you have to duck, because it might just appear anywhere, although it usually appears in a certain fixed set of moments, really. I do collect these grenades as well to get through these parts faster. There's this grenade pickup halfway this level. It's pretty handy. This is actually by far the shortest segment in the entire game, for some reason. So now we go to the castle, where everything seems to be very well camouflaged into the background. So it can be tough to kind of make out what's there and what isn't. So sometimes you just run into enemies and you wouldn't even expect it. So just trying to watch out for that. Oh. Okay, I'm just gonna grab this. I'm also grabbing this grenade for a reason. Oh. Oh dear, this is actually kind of bad. Let's just do this. Normally I would jump over him, but I kind of had a bad pattern going on, and I waited too long, so... Oh well.
Let's go.
Yeah, it's not exactly related to the movie. It's kind of inspired by, I guess. So it's mostly kind of like the action sequences from each movie, as you would expect. But it's in terms of accuracy, it's not like 100%. No, but it is a lot of fun at least. And this was actually my introduction to 2 of the 3 movies, because I did actually watch Temple of Doom before I played this game. And after this, after I played this game, I actually watched the other 2 movies. So I finally knew, oh, yeah, what was this about? Also, cameo by Sean Connery. We actually jump over him to save time. If you normally run towards him, he says, "Junior."
Let's go.
And then you just keep running. We would just skip that, really. Okay, so now we're outside of the castle. This is the entire level, basically. We just have to swing from pack to pack and just make sure that I don't fall down or get knocked backwards by anything. Because you see these bullets that are traveling, they can basically catch up on me and just knock me into a pit. So that's always fun. I try not to have that happen, but yeah. We'll see how it goes. Let's see. A couple more to go. Okay, good. We survived. What Castlevania is this? Yes. Bram Stoker's Castlevania, exactly. Deleted scenes from the movie. There's quite a few things that would have made for good action levels as well. Like, there's this motor ride and such that somehow didn't make it into the game, but at least I have this Zeppelin here that we're gonna be traveling through. And we have this box where... Oh. I was actually expecting that guy to be there, but sometimes he just disappears like that. Sometimes there seem to be these enemy swaps going on, where an enemy appears on the one side and not on the other, so you never know with this game. Pretty short level. Oh yeah, funny thing is, so you saw the floor clip in the one of the Raiders levels. There's another one that you can do over there, but it's incredibly precise, so none of us really have ever done it for like an actual run. At least I haven't, but that would save some time if you can pull it off. So now we got more mode 7. We're in a plane, we're just shooting enemy planes. Even though that doesn't happen in the movie like at all. The only thing we're shooting is our own plane. But yeah, the game is like, nah, we're gonna turn this into like an actual level. And the cheat strat here is to just stay on top of the screen and just attack everything from there, because you could just do that really, no matter how high the planes are, but yeah. Alright, now we're in...
Let's go.
We're getting very close to the end. So let's see if we're gonna do this. Oh! I did not expect that grenade to... I wasn't expecting that grenade to drop way later than that. I was like, oh, okay. Great. Oh yeah, of course now the enemy is gone, because enemies disappear as soon as you have taken them out in the first place before you die. So sometimes I get lucky with that, I swear, but that was not one of those moments. Do a barrel roll! Here's your barrel roll. Anyway, so we have this fight in a tank. We fight Vogel. We're on the timer, as you can see from the graphic at the bottom of the screen, because this thing is about to ride into a cliff. We have to defeat Vogel before it does that. So sometimes it takes a little bit to get there. Before I got my world record, I actually lost a previous potential world record to this level, because, yeah, that's what it does. Okay, now it's time for the final set of trials. This is where we are at the end, and the question is, will the penitent man pass? We'll find out. or only independent men will pass, they basically say. This kind of looks similar in terms of assets to the first Raiders level, I always find. I don't know. There's some things that are still different, of course, but yeah, it's just a whole series of trials. This is where you would normally have to spell the letters Jehovah, and you do the leap of faith and all that. That's not right here, but they have some other things that are kind of inspired by that, I guess. This can be a pretty tough level for sure. Like, I've definitely lost my runs to this level as well. It's just a matter of just knowing what jumps you make and what you do. Like for this, in this case, I try to kind of run into that enemy because it's way safer than anything else, really. Because there can be quite a bit of knockback. Alright, so it's time for the final stage. We fight Donovan, who chose poorly, and now we have to fight the skeleton of Donovan. So, we have to hit him a couple of times. I think it's like 11 times, so that's gonna be time, basically, so... Easy fight. That's still sub 3, though. That's nice. That's some tough stretches. I took at least one death in the castle. Oh, the rest wasn't too bad, though. Da, 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 da. So yeah, now we get this outro, and the text is completely accurate to the movie, by the way. Indiana was the name of the dog. But yeah, it's a pretty short ending. It's kind of like an anticlimactic boss fight, because all the boss fights are really short, but... I like the name. Just like the movie, yeah. Oh yeah, because this is easy mode, they basically tell you, okay, good job, now play on the harder difficulties, Lamau. 69, the high score, by the way, nice. Metroidvania, I never actually thought of that. Maybe, but yeah, so here's what they say, try for normal and hard mode. And like I said, the main difference is that enemies take more hits and you have fewer lives as such, so it does kind of ramp up the difficulty a little bit there. In terms of levels and everything, it doesn't really change anything there, as far as I know. Because I think I actually finished this on normal back in the day. Hard mode, I'm not so sure. I think so too, but it's been like years. And yeah, most runners run easy mode because yeah, it's the quickest for the speedrun, really. Everything just, or most things just take one hit, really. Aside from some guards. But yeah, I can definitely recommend trying out this game, and can always use some more runners, so if you enjoy Indiana Jones and would like to find another speedrun, be sure to check this game out. Can recommend. And if you want, I can always help you out with whatever questions you have about this game, so be sure to hit me or any of the other runners up if you like. But yeah, so that's gonna be the third game. I have at least one more game coming up, and that's gonna be Skulljacker Revolt of the Westicans. And that's gonna be the longest one of my games tonight, so I'm gonna do a bit of a switch, and yeah, hope to see you soon for that. So stick around, we'll be back with more SNES stuff, and we're gonna see some more swords and whatnot, so yep, stay tuned.